Ho! Yeah! Whoa!
Greetings.
I want to see the Alliance map. Hytham received a message from Winchester, from someone calling himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ.
Your hidden ally. Very interesting. More targets, I assume.
Yes. So what do you think? Could it be a trap?
As a West Saxon stronghold, Winchester will be a rather unwelcome place for you. But that is nothing you cannot handle. If you go, do not go boldly.
I will make my way to Winchester. The letter asked me to meet a man in white at a house of God, and then recite this phrase. When pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly cometh wisdom.
A passage from their holy book, I believe. Interesting. Go with care.
Endelig er at gerast!
Man your oars! Run up the sail! Sing, my ravens. The sail is useless here!
Steeds run in the evening sun. Far we ride to the home.
Let the sail out! Bring the mast, down! Mast up! Sail out! Sing us a song.
What's wrong with you?
Certain to know when on the open road
Stop, you idiot!
calls upon the spear.
More sail!
Linkman right, the handless stripe. Is better than to be burnt. Corpse is of use to none.
Let's hear a story.
I often wonder, who deserves it? The largest cup of mead at the feast? Valka because she heals? The chosen dynasty of Styrbjorn's sons? Or Bragi who sits on a throne of his own here on this river steed? Should he get his ale before we all drink? Or do our lips all hit the mug at the same time? This brings to mind an old myth, no longer told, of Olaf, the mead blood. His mead was too good, always to drink it. But none knew that his secret ingredient was a tiny dram of ox blood. But one day, he decided to feed a sip of mead to his favored ox. Yet the blood he used for that batch was his own. It is only fair, he said. But this angered the Jarl Thorgnar, who wanted to quaff up the mead before the generous animal. To avoid serving his own blood, Olaf served ordinary mead. But it was bland and Thorgnar spit it to the floor. Olaf was ashamed. He left then and never returned. Olaf's story died in those bland cups of mead. There is a hidden lesson here, of course. I will leave it to you to work it out for yourselves.
Strike up a tune.
Grimly painting shield wall. Grimly the charm.
Green sail! Yeah!
We sweat and toil to reach this moment.
The Ancient Ones lap at my sweat now. That war sweat the Roman gods hate so much, we long for.
This god, or that. A good feast with fresh battle milk on your brows is not something you will ever taste again.
Choke on my bones.
I shouldn't be seen here. A hood should work. The seat of King Alfred's power, where hawk shit stains my boots. I will find the man in white in their god's house.
Adheret lumbare ad furore de hominibus quasi stercus super rudit ascabra cuius. Multi autem sunt in numero, sed mente sua
What do you see?
Dat were et baldes quide. Great hunger.
La, frail.
Sława swat pares tepeth na switotliche.
Stretch your wings, Sunan. This must be the house of that timid god. They built him a rich dwelling.
A Dane treads the cobbles of God's house. In search of Christ's redemption, I hope.
Your Christ can wait his turn. It is you I've come to see.
Is that so?
When pride cometh, then cometh shame. But with the lowly cometh wisdom. You know these words, and you know why I speak them.
I do. But I am not yet satisfied that you are the one for the task ahead. As Jesus said unto Thomas, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Speak the deeds of Christ in order. Only then will you cometh unto my Lord.
Why deny the pleadings of an unwashed pagan who aches to know God? Take me as I am, and I will do your Lord's bidding.
How great is the burden of learning for one so unworthy. But I see that no amount of instruction in the Lord's words will save your soul. Come.
Who am I to meet, priest? I cannot stand waiting in silence.
Shh. Even a fool, when he keeps silent, is considered wise.
Yet men become wise by speaking with other men. They grow foolish when keeping to silence.
Hush. Your prattling offends God's ears.
We're here.
May Christ, whose terror scares away the foul throngs, make with me a strong covenant. Was God's lesson instructive?
I learned that your God fears death, just as mine do, just as every man does.
Yet through our Lord, we may achieve life everlasting in his glorious presence. Perhaps you missed that detail.
Do all the priests in Winchester have this same skill for drama? You risk your life, Alfred King.
I have invited you here to speak on equal terms. Do the Dane laws of hospitality not apply in Wessex?
You gifted my Jarl to that whelp from the Order of Ancients, the warrior Fulke.
Fulke was an enemy of Wessex. But it seems someone has already removed her threat from my lands.
If you did not hear it was me, you have now.
Impressive. The Order of Ancients has surely been crippled by her loss.
How much do you know of this order?
Only this and little more. This letter, signed by one who calls himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ, warns of a plot against my life.
The gallows, the quill, the Sikhs. 3 men eager to kill you.
2 now. The Bishop Aelfirth is dead. He was the Sikhs, so far as I can tell.
And a humble servant of your god. That must sting.
Still, his death has strengthened Christian fellowship in Winchester. I pray the deaths of his colleagues will do the same.
You have faced warriors like me many times before, and many times you have lost or been cheated. Why trust me now?
I have men in London and Jorvik. Men who send me reports on the rise and fall of the tides of war. Not long ago, men and women of some influence were murdered in those places. In oddly specific circumstances. When I received this letter from our poor fellow soldier, it did not take long to work out why. I don't know your motive, nor what you hope to gain. All I ask is that you finish the work you have begun, before these fallen souls infest England further.
I should let the Order kill you. It would speed our conquest of England.
You may remove the organs of state. The cancer will remain.
Then promise me a reward I can sing about. A healthy king's weight in silver.
Very well. As much as you can carry. This morning my reeve, Goodwin, was not at his post.
A man you trust.
Goodwin was following the clues given in this letter when he disappeared.
Where was he last seen?
At his house, by the west gate. You may find something there. Eivor, compose yourself while you are my guest. My city is not a battlefield.
Not yet, great king, but the day will come. I need to find this reeve, Goodwin. I see you, little mice.
The quill has eyes everywhere.
Hey now! God grant me strength!
This is your last
How much longer, Claude?
warning. Trinket or I'll piddle in your paws.
Winchester mourns a good bishop and a strong, virile man. May he find his peace with God. No! No!
I shall win in your duck pond.
Goodwin gone, and guards sniffing around.
Let's see. A pond full of piss. I'm happy to oblige.
Goodwin gone, and guards sniffing around. So where would they have taken him? Someone disagrees with Alfred, educating the people of Winchester. Papers thrown in the fire. Goodwin covering his tracks. Other guards destroying evidence. Broken bowls, food scattered. They took him by force. There must be a garrison in the city. A violent struggle with the guards. They must have taken him to Winchester's garrison. They will attack on sight here.
Stop right there. Halt! Stop, you!
Shoot it! To hell with you!
God's justice awaits, coward! God damn you! You'll suffer for that! Have this! God won't let us lose.
Feel my breath in your neck.
Must be blocked from the other side.
Oh, God!
Felt by treachery. Sharp edge. Well-placed cuts. Looks like a Saxon blade of some kind.
Going
Drag the idiot! Press hard!
Stop it!
Gonna bleed! Over here! Got an intruder, mate!
You've been avenged, my friend. The prisoners might know something.
This way!
way!
Felling trees, chiseling rock from the earth, and for what? To build more prisons for men
I was
who
starving.
steal apples.
My baby son close to death. Would you not steal to save your child?
I'm looking for the Reeve.
Selwyn? That bastard said I stole an apple. You'll see me hang for it.
Not Selwyn. Reeve Goodwin was arrested not long ago.
Alfred's man? Arrested? Now that's as funny as a dose of the pox. Seems no one's free.
Thick walls and thicker guards. A place to keep a valuable man. Thick walls and thicker guards. A place to keep a valuable man.
No escape, you yellow dog! Out of options, dog. Bring away, there!
A Dane in Winchester. These are strange times.
King Alfred sent me, pleading from his bended knee to find someone.
I know Alfred well enough to spot a bloody lie when I hear it. If he did send you, he was standing tall and proud.
That he was, and you are the man I've come to find, Goodwin. Do you know why?
If I had one guess, to find these heretics from the Order of Ancients, and bury them so deep, even God would need a shovel.
So where do we start digging?
My research should help us. If they haven't burned it already, it'll be somewhere nearby.
I will find your research. Now go before they find their wolf has fled his cage. Let's regroup beyond the walls! Reeve Selwyn ordered executions for petty theft and mudslinging. A husband and wife, to be carried out soon. The other side must be barred. Goodwin's research against the Order of Ancients.
I am grateful for your help.
It is a brazen move to arrest Alfred's favorite reeve.
This so-called order are nothing but defiled shit peddlers.
Shit peddlers who have wormed their way into every crevasse of your country. They are dangerous.
I didn't catch your name, did I?
Eivor, of the Raven clan. Scourge of Mercia, if that name does not rattle some recognition.
Well, Eivor, when our 3 heretics smolder on a heap of ash, we'll down a cup of ale together and share our distaste of Mercians like old friends.
Alfred believed at least one is dead. Your bishop, Aelfirth, was the 6th.
Bugger. Half of Winchester is in mourning for that nun-groper.
I found this nailed on a door. The quill wields words like a knife.
A disputation of tutelage. Pretty chatter with poisoned intent. I will look into this more.
The gallows. What do you know of him?
Must be another reeve, I'm sure of it. Only we have the power to mete out justice, and this one would walk with cocksure righteousness.
The gallows had you arrested, so he must command the law.
Reeve Selwyn? Of course! That hedge pig has brought down laws like a hammer on Winchester, executing sinners on spurious charges in the square.
Could it be another?
He's the man. He's the only one who fits. End his terror, Eivor.
The Lord works in mysterious ways, taking his servant in so terrible a fire.
Bishop Aelfirth was no man.
Hush! Someone is...
Don't give me Alfred's jewel, I will... I shall whittle in your duck pond! Is this what you want, you filthy swindler? A pond full of piss? I'm happy to oblige!
Good people of Winchester, open your eyes. See how Alfred's lofty ideals are weighed down in this mire of human effluence. These prisoners before you do not live by Alfred's laws. They live above them. They wallow in shit, only guided by their own perversity. Hubert here, his wits addled by ale, spoke false of Bishop Aelfirth, our pious servant of Winchester, who even now lies cold in his grave shroud.
Aelfirth was no man of God. He'll burn for his sins.
Your wife is a baying shrew, Hubert. Is there a man here who has not supped rancid mead from her cup?
When will your work be done, Selwyn? When all of Winchester falls to your justice?
Between his Swickland moose.
Winchester has passed judgment, Hubert. May God have mercy on your cankerous soul.
There are rats in the grain store, and Alfred has set the trap. You cannot steal and be welcome at our hearth. You cannot slander and keep your tongue. You cannot walk freely through our streets, mocking our laws, our king's edicts. And so I ask, who has the right to determine the fate of the perverse, if not the goodly people of Winchester? I am but your humble servant.
Leona, you have been found guilty of harlotry and defamation.
Perverter of justice! Who dares execute the king's noose?
It is not in Alfred's name that you carry out your work. You are the Order's executioner.
You peer through the veil, but you do not see clearly. Alfred's laws are a slave's fever dream. He offers shit-soaked beggars a seat at his table, where the meek devour the strong. Who best to judge the fate of the wretched many, if not the strong and worthy few?
To protect your people, you must sheathe your hand in an iron glove. You grind your heels into the backs of freedmen, not those who deserve it.
The Order condemns all men to pain. For all men are but a shadow of the perfection we should know. The perfection of the Ancient Ones.
You are only a man, Reed. One dead branch on a fast-dying tree. I should meet with Goodwin, see what he has found on the quill.
There is no longer freedom in Winchester.
None is safe from his blade.
You done.
I need your eyes, my friend. Show me what lies ahead.
I'm going to do it. You see if I don't. I'm just screwing my courage to the sticky place. Oh, it's high. Why is it so high? If I...
What are you doing all the way up here?
Don't try and stop me. I will get that flower, and then she'll see how much I love her.
A brave choice, little fellow.
Even if I get smashed on the ground like an overripe plum, I'm just getting my breath back. The climb was hard. I'm girding my, loins.
Lions, eh? Well, I could get it for you. I would hate to see such a ferocious flame snuffed out.
I mean, if you insist. But I could get it if I wanted to. Just so you know. The stranger missed! That could have been Esselbert's mangled noggin. What a terrible show! Boo! Boo!
Have a look, Sunan.
The cheerful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. Does Magister Batter not teach you the scriptures?
Magister Batter is a horse's dangles.
And here is the axe I used to swat a fly.
You have ventured from your burrow?
And you have plunged my city into chaos. I had hoped you would use the lessons of your subtler gods.
We have no subtle gods.
If the gallows is truly dead, perhaps we can allow cautious revelry?
I did only what I agreed to, Alfred. If your crown now weighs heavy, I would gladly take it from you.
Forgive my outburst. God sowed in me a passion, but English prose is an instrument long out of tune.
We all want better for our people, don't we, Eivor? Yours and ours.
The quill remains. What do we know?
The decay of learning has been gentle in Wessex. We enjoy the office of wise men, but we have neglected the study of wisdom.
The quill preys on this lapse.
Did you discover more from the writings I found?
I did. The quill is calling the children of Winchester to arms. Now we know why so many children scurry through the streets. Feral and untutored.
I can talk to some, see where they lead me.
Good. Find me at the alehouse when you're done. And try not to scare the piss from any of them.
We Norse are the monsters of your Saxon mother's bedtime tales. I promise nothing. I see you, child. Come.
The bad Reeve, Selwyn. I saw you punish him in the square.
He hurt many people.
Yes. He hurt my mother to death. Then took her good luck charm. Perhaps you found it? A little carved tree. It is all I have to remember her by.
I found no charm, lucky or otherwise.
A bit of silver then? For my troubles.
It would not have the same value, would it?
You ugly Dane! May God curse you with boils on your face!
Spry, little mouse. Will you lead me to your quill?
Heaven will swallow the smoke of Aelfred's pyre.
Each hörde that huvudordet och kärnhuvudordet är
Stop struggling and give back that apple.
Apple? I didn't scroll nothing. Hands off me, cow breath.
Cow breath? You little street rat.
No! Get off! Someone help me!
Godspeed! You'll set Winchester ablaze!
Roly-poly mutton man, you can't catch me!
God help me. I'd rather be shoveling dung in Malvern again.
You there, little cut purse.
Keep your beak out, nosy! I'm starving!
Now you pay!
fam.
You again? You should mind your own beeswax.
Elwyn, is it? You wield fire like the flaming Jotna.
It was burning when I found it. Hot days like this, things just go whoosh. Well? Oi! Wigbert! You great moon calf.
Hand it over, Alwyn. We saw your little shadow take it. What you looking at?
Turn around, walk away, and you keep your insides inside.
All right. No harm meant. Stay out of trouble, you grub mite.
That showed them.
Trouble seems to follow you.
And I wriggle out of it like a slippery eel. Why are you following me?
I'm looking for the quill, so I'm asking you, his little worker bees.
Us? Working for the quill? Shows what you know.
Is that so?
Those were the quill's meat mops, and you sent them scurrying off with their tails between their legs.
It sounds like you owe me your life.
This one's brave and strong. Might be able to help us.
So you're not working for the quill?
We steal to stay alive and out of the quill's clutches.
But you know where I can find him.
They come up from the sewers like rats. Go on, give him what you took. Maybe he can save us. Good luck, Dane. Try not to get maimed and all that.
It's not it.
brother.
You shot it at George.
Sunan, guide me. I should watch out for a mousetrap.
There's never enough food. I'm always starving.
I like the pretty things. But Magister Battus' stealing
Everyone
is wrong. Died and left me alone on the streets. I'm going to marry King Alfred, and he's going to whisk me away from all this toil.
I didn't get nothing today.
That's her! Dimwit Dane, didn't guess the quill's a she.
Now, Elwyn. Few have the wit that you and I possess. Most see the world in simpler terms, where we are the weaker sex.
A broodmare who preys on innocence, and you brag about strength.
How little you know. Defend your mistress!
No one will bury you.
What are you waiting for?
This one! How are you?
Elfa, may your roof shield me.
My face!
Come, child. Whisper what you've learned, and Mother will give you a treat.
Coward. Using children to spy and steal for your order.
To educate them. Give me a child until he is 7, and I will give you the man. Or woman. What use are letters when a child can only write his name in pig shit? Or wisdom in a woman when she cannot wield it beyond her hearth? I taught little Alwyn so much more. Saved her from a life less worthy. She will find enlightenment in the Order, just as I did. If I could save them all, I would.
But you cannot. You have corrupted too many to save too few.
My order is the only way forward. It can quench our thirst for knowledge. If only Alfred's slave faith is defeated. And what would you sacrifice for infinite knowledge?
An immeasurable gift. Why refuse it?
Not their innocence.
A pity. Non requiescat in pace.
Goodwin said to meet him at an alehouse nearby. Aid me. Be my eyes. Huh?
Come, Razor, come!
Eivor!
Is this where Justice hides when she is tired?
Hides? Splood, no. This is a wake, my friend. A celebration to ease the quill on her way to eternal damnation.
You heard.
Hilda's were not the only eyes in Winchester. My spies tell me stories of an avenging angel striking down the unworthy.
I've been called worse.
Be thou hail, Ealdorbanna. That's Life Destroyer in our dialect.
I sat easy with my kinsbane, old honey waves alive in my horn, and my eyes on the door, expecting my death, yet unafraid.
You're quite safe with me, Dane. For now. If the mead is fresh and the air is cool, you may often find a friend even amongst your enemies.
What does a reeve do exactly, besides sniff around the king's coattails for the scent of praise?
I enforce and interpret the laws here. Not man's, but God's law. The natural laws that move the world and hold it together.
Well, if that keeps you busy.
I must thank you before the ale dulls me. By cutting the order down to size, you have given England a hope of unity. It must be a sour apple to swallow, knowing that you are the last of Winchester's enemies.
Are you sure the Sikhs is dead?
The bishop is dead, that's certain. And if the bishop was the Sikhs is dead. A transitive property of mortality, you see.
I do not believe it. Too much theatre in Winchester. Overwrought prayers and wailing women.
Well, you could pay your respects and see for yourself. The funeral is today.
If he rots, I will leave with my silver. But if he lives, there's work to be done.
Watch your step, Eivor. He'll be a hefty corpse in death. Alive, he'd be much bigger.
Hey! Try to flank!
Selwyn punishes criminals, as it should be.
If the bishop is worm meal, then here should be the proof. Did you know Bishop Aelfirth?
Barely. But can you still smell the burned flesh? It's rife across the whole graveyard.
Such a grisly fate. Did you know Aelfirth?
By reputation, I did. He was no friend of Alfred's. I once heard them quarreling at a Witten.
Stranger comes to Wimber,
You do not mourn like they do.
Wember is always here, helping the sleeping, singing to them, so they are not frightened before they meet God.
The sleeping? You mean the dead?
Wember helps the monks. Dig, dig, dig.
You dig the graves. Did you bury Aelfirth?
Have you seen Leof? My poor friend. Poor Leof.
Leof, what happened to him?
Sleeping. Sleeping like my dog when I hooked him too hard.
Someone heard Leof.
Yes, yes. And while he slept, they stole his face. Are we friends now?
Did you know Bishop Aelfirth?
No, but I plan to write an epic poem of his grisly demise. Oh, poor Aelfirth, scorched of face. All your woeful companions, bold, bayoneted, weeping. Weeping as you are...
Sleeping.
Oh, yeah, perfect, yes.
Lord grant my brother Aelf. Do you not see? I am in prayer.
May we speak of your brother's death?
Have you no shame? Leave me.
I know the burden you bear. Such a weight of sin you have taken on, and all for your brother's sake. I know he lives.
No, He said it was for the good of all. I am his loyal sister, and I tell you he is dead. You hear me? Dead. Leave me alone. I cannot betray my brother. Guards, protect me!
Only his head and neck.
With me, brother.
Remain steadfast.
Watch each other's backs! You...
Why will you not leave me alone?
Enough of this cat and mouse. Where's your brother, the one they call the Sikhs?
He is a ghost now. But he will make himself flesh once more of the Witten. And Alfred will be king no more.
He means to kill Alfred.
Regicide? No. The king will step aside and Aelfirth will lead us all. Risen and resplendent as the Lord.
You are a damned fool. Guide me.
Give me a trinket or I'll piddle in your paw.
The Sikhs must be hiding in the crowd, biding his time to strike at Alfred.
Not priest, clerk, or abbot can turn the letter of their sermons from Latin to English. And how can we understand God's words if they are not spoken in our tongue? Aelfirth is dead, and we mourn him.
But the foul deeds of the unrighteous are sown among our holy deeds, like cockles and tare in a field of wheat. Education, wisdom, enlightened thought. This will raise us above the sins of our fathers. These I will demand of the next Bishop of Winchester. And so we meet.
Why do you defend this tarnished crown?
Enough, you scheming cur!
Greater men than you have died first.
Don't even blink! Hellfire! Come on, then!
Saints alive!
You will meet a consequence. Cut him down. Together, lads. Meet your god. I see what you did. Pray for death!
How sweet is the shepherd's pipe when he calls his lambs to slaughter. I was born to Christians in the northern wilds. My mother would cradle me beneath the stars and whisper, dove-like, God watches over you. Then your people came, and God fixed his stout eye as they slit her throat for a copper ring. No stars threw down their spears as barbarians smeared her blood through fields of broken wheat. God watched all, and I hated him.
It may be Alfred's God was testing you. A trial you failed.
Alfred's God is weak. Yet he would chain us all in his service, from our first breath to our death rattle. My order wishes to break these mind-forged manacles. I am the wolf in lamb's wool.
He takes on the role of a god himself. A worthy path to walk. A wolf is but a walking feast for ravens.
One more gift for you, Dane. A deadly truth, if you can find it. With my death, the Order will not die. It will only transform into something far worse for all of us.
Aelfirth will not cheat Loki's dread daughter twice.
I owe you my life.
An irony not lost on me, Alfred.
My king, we'll go by back streets to the Old Minster. Eivor may find us there when all has settled.
Aelfirth, my love! No! Curse you, Dane! My brother served God.
He was not a Christian. He abhorred your god.
But why strike him down? Have you no compassion for good men?
We both have more questions than answers. But if you know this key, perhaps we can help one another. Where is its home?
You treated me with kindness, but this damned order, their machinations killed my brother, so the rest may rot. Take this key to the ruins beneath the bishop's house. You may find answers there.
You are the light of the world. So do these rays mean something?
Survey the area, Sunan. If Aelfir's sister spoke true, I will find answers in the ruins. This must be it. The door to Aelfir's secrets. I will send this to Hytham. He may make some sense of it. Everything they did was to undermine Alfred. She lied to me. There's nothing here of the Order. I should see Alfred for my reward.
Come forth, Eivor.
Here is far enough.
When wrongdoers came to devour my flesh, these enemies stumbled and fell.
Have the laws of hospitality been thrown out, Alfred? I did exactly as we agreed.
That you did. But do not mistake necessity for friendship.
You are a man of your word, a man of God.
Indeed. By his example, I live my life. Goodwin?
Here is the only silver fit for one of your dragon boats. A reminder of Christ's sacrifice and our charity.
This too I offer you. Live here among us in peace as a Christian, or die a pagan in a blood-soaked field. All you have to lose is life everlasting.
And if I choose neither?
He offers you hope, Eivor. A life of purpose, above and beyond this one. You'd be a fool to refuse.
Your reign will end, King of the West Saxons. Raven wings will beat until your throne crumples to dust.
You were wrong, Goodwin. This one is beyond saving.
You had your chance, damn you!
I did not want it. Damn you, Alfred.
Knock the idiot down!
Pick the coward up!
Won't take long. Spread out. We have this.
I will return to Hytham and Ranmi.
Get behind if you can!
I will return to Hytham and Ranmi. They will want to know what happened here.
Sail out! Is that good? Sing us a song.
There! A priest's treasury!
Sail! Catch the wind!
Here!
Take the mast down. Raise the mast. Run up the sail. Hold here. We can continue.
You don't know what you are doing. When I'm free, I'll make sure.
Eivor, hversu gengur?
Hey, my boy.
Nice to see you.
The Order in Winchester has been wiped out, but we are no longer welcome there. My contact was none other than King Alfred himself. The Order wanted him dead, so he fought back.
Alfred. The line between friend and enemy is a porous one. Eivor.
Something happened.
You will want to speak to him yourself.